Okay, so I'm going to just start out by just taking this fuel cap off. I'll just try and pull these lines off from the grommet. Actually, I'm going to just try and just pop out this grommet. Just without trying to hurt myself here. I know it's kind of hard to do all this with the camera right in front of you. Okay, so hang on a second, let me get this grommet off. Alright, so I just got this all off. So now let me go and get my pack of fuel lines. Alright, so I got a piece of fuel line. This is going to be the one for the fuel vent. So usually what I like to do whenever I would, before inserting a line down into the grommet, just to make it easier, is cut it down an angle like this. Usually what I like to do sometimes also is spray the grommet a little bit with some WD-40. That'll make it a lot easier. And then I'm going to insert that hose down into the hole. And then at the same time I'm going to try and get about maybe a ½ inch from down into the tank. Usually not too much. Okay, I'm going to maybe just go with that amount. Now I'm going to stick the fuel vent on. I'm going to just spray the fuel vent, the tip of it, just to make it go into the line a lot easier. Oh, hang on a second. Just makes it a lot easier to put it in. And then the vent just goes into its pocket from right here. Alright, so that one's done. That's probably the easiest one to do out of all of them. Alright, so now for the main line. So again, just cut the end at an angle like that. Then into the hole at the front, you want to just insert this line into that hole right there. And then once you keep on inserting enough line, then you need to just grab a little hook, just so you can stick your fuel filter on. So I'll get back with y'all in a second. Okay, so once you think that you've pulled enough line out, then just cut this little angle off. Just cut it straight. And now we'll just stick our fuel filter on. I'm just going to spray the tip here of the filter with some WD-40. Just that'll make it a lot easy to slip the filter onto the fuel line. Okay. And got a little clip here just to help hold the fuel filter on. Gonna move this back so y'all can be able to see on what I'm doing here. Come on. Okay. And that's okay, so that is on. So I'll just drop this down into the just drop all that down inside the tank. Then maybe see if it looks long enough inside there. If not, then I can just push this down in for a little bit, and looks okay to me. And now finally for the line for the primer. And finally for the primer line. So again, just cut the tip at an angle, and we're just insert it into the hole in the back. This one's a little bit tougher because this line is obviously a little bit thicker. But you do want these to go on tight. Okay, so I'll just try and flip this over just to ensure that it's going right through. Yeah, this one's being a little bit stubborn, so I'll get back with y'all. Okay, so now let's get this carburetor back on. I think this is the right way to. I think this is the correct way that it goes on. I believe it is. So before I forget, I'll get our throttle hooked up. Come on. Alright, so I got the throttle all hooked up, so let me get a screwdriver so I can get that tightened up. And the camera is just right in the way, so let me turn the camera off and I'll get this all tightened up and get the fuel lines hooked up. Alright, so carburetor is on, fuel lines are connected. So now, put a brand new air filter in. I just put a new spark plug in. Oh yeah, just forgot. Actually, it goes on. Yeah, just like that. It doesn't really matter which way it actually goes on. I can actually get this thing to screw in. Okay, so I'll try and get this thing screwed on, and then we'll put some gas in it and let's see if this thing will run. Alright, so I got her all gassed up. So I got a screwdriver with me in case if I need to make any adjustments to the carburetor. So let's see what she'll do. Switch is on, choke, and I've sort of pre-primed it a little bit, so I'll just give it a more pushes. Just give it a couple more pushes. Okay, let's see what this thing will do. Hopefully my batteries won't die. Oh, she's firing. Come on. Alright, cool. So I probably need to make a little bit of adjustments on the carburetor. So yeah, took a little bit of pulls. So let me do a bit of adjustments and I'll get back to y'all on how this thing will run. And I guess I'll compare it with my HC150. Alright, so here are the two Echo hedge trimmers together. So here's the HC1500 and the HC150. So I just did a little bit of adjustments on the carburetor, and now it seems to run really good now. So just before I end the video, I'll just start both of these hedge trimmers and listen. Just hear them running at the same time. So I'll start out with the HC1500 first, and then the 150. Yeah, the HC1500 is much louder. That thing's almost as loud as a chainsaw. Yeah, that one's idling a little fast. Cool. Yeah, they look pretty good next to one another. They actually sound good when they're both running at the same time. See, they both got the same engines in them, but different carburetors. This one has a larger gas tank than this one. That's why this one here is actually a bit lighter than that one. So yeah, see, this one is idling a little bit fast, but for some reason I can't get the idle down. Can't get it to the idle a lot lower than I would like it. But cool. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and now I need to see if I can maybe get that home light hedge trimmer running. So cool. Alright, so hope y'all enjoyed it. So thanks for watching.